The LifeCourse Framework is really about all people. Living their good life and living a strength-based life and living a life that they want to lead and not living a life that someone else wants them to lead.
Hi, I'm Christine Dahlberg. I'm the Executive Director of the Indiana Governor's Council, and we're pleased to inform you that this is one of several videos that we have developed in order to help families and people with disabilities learn how to navigate Indiana's system of services for people. This video is an introduction of the LifeCourse Framework. LifeCourse was created by families to help people of all ages and abilities develop a vision for a good life and then think through exactly what they need to do in order to achieve that vision. LifeCourse lays a foundation that encourages and supports self-determination, inclusive communities, advocacy, and empowerment. At the Council, we share that belief, and we work to accomplish LifeCourse as well through our mission to advance the independence, productivity, and inclusion of people with disabilities in all aspects of society. Today, we're going to meet the Roblero family. They have used LifeCourse principles as a resource for planning their daughter's good life, and they'll explain the ways they've used the principles and tools and how they've impacted their family.
My daughter has Down syndrome and she is 12 right now. She struggles with communication, she struggles with understands the social interactions, and of course her cognitive level is more moderate, so I have to giving a lot of support in order that she can accomplish something.
I work for the Division of Disability and Rehabilitative Services. I work on various initiatives for the division around really supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The LifeCourse really, as I said, was designed by families for families. If you want one core principle, it is really helping everyone, and it's not just individuals with disabilities, but all of us, on how we want to live our good life. And what it was really trying to do is sort of bring what have become somewhat of a paid support-centric system to a point where families could actually have sort of a base philosophy and a base way to really look at the supports that they and their loved ones need. I think the thing is it's not sort of this project or this fly-by-night thing. It's your life, really, and how you want to live your life, and how this framework can kind of help you with that.
It's a really good tool for everyone, especially for me, for my daughter, because I'm thinking about her future. I'm thinking how I'm going to support her, because I have long-term goal that she be independent, she be part of the community, and she really be a happy person. I like more when you have the trajectory to the what you want or what do you don't want for her. It gives you the path to achieve the goal.
It's really sort of a, I guess for lack of a better word, sort of a life planning tool. Families can use it for their loved one, they could use it for themselves. You could even use it for things like, how are we going to get out of the house in the morning? What are the blockers? What's getting away from us? So the trajectory is really, I think, is sort of a very good planning tool, short-term or long-term, on what you want to see for your good life.
Now that she's 12, I feel more comfortable to ask questions to her. What do you like? What would you like to be when you be older? And that is something that I'm going to use it with her from now on, because I think she's more aware that her surrounding and what she like. So yes, she's going to be part of the discussion all the time.
My favorite tool is called the Integrated Support Star. And what the Support Star, really the philosophy of the LifeCourse wants to do, is look at people's strengths and what they can do. Because even once you find those personal strengths, then you really can build on those and all the other things that you need. So that's one part of the star. The other is looking at what relationships you already have, looking also at sort of those community places you go, the park, church, then looking also at like the technology you have that helps support you. So if one thing is you really want a job but you struggle with getting up in the morning, one of your technologies is an alarm clock. Then really the last part of that star that's important but not the most important part of those eligibility specific supports. So it really tries to look at all those things you have and then what you can bring, what you have that you can bring to your life and add to.
I'm very positive that I'm moving in the right direction for my daughter achieve her goal in her life. Yeah.
Sometimes if you carry that piece of paper in where you're saying, this is what my good life is, and even if it's whether it's a trajectory or a colorful star, say these are the things I want for my child or I want for myself, and put it in front of people, then you can control what's going on in that meeting, and you can have your say, and you can tell people what you want, whether it's a meeting for a waiver service, an IEP, a doctor's appointment, any of those things. I think what it can do is it can really empower families to take those tools and think ahead.
Try to do it, because the more you use it, more comfortable you're going to feel, and you're going to achieve better the goal. We need to have some things, maybe a visual reminder what we want for the future.
For more information on the internet, it's at www.lifecoursetools, which is all one word, .com.
I really 100% recommend that they start using LifeCourse.